it's Candace. Just remember not to shop hungry because you'll buy all the Oreos. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you about 10 ways to eat healthy on a budget, so now you have no excuse. Not having a lot of money is hard. You know, when you look at people like Gwyneth Paltrow and all of this, they're like,
this microorganism that only grows in Peru for 1 month at a time, that's $100 per ounce. And it's like,
I can't afford that. I don't know what to do. And all these smoothies and health places are all so expensive. But the good way to get around that is by making your own stuff and shopping smartly. We try to make money, but we're not rich. I mean, if you are rich, like, way to go. Tell me your secrets. This is eating healthy on a budget. Thank you so much, Skillshare, for sponsoring this video. It's a really cool program that you can sign up for like $10 a month. You get over 15,000 classes. You can try a project, take anything you want, and go at your own pace. So you can actually just learn on the go, which is really nice. You can get actually a 2-month free trial by clicking the link in the bio. I would definitely check out the DSLR editing and camera workshops because you can really learn a lot without having to invest in these giant programs. It's an app, so you always have it on your phone, so you can do it anywhere, lounging beachside, sitting at the gym, going on a run. You have no excuse to not learn, people. All right, number 1, if you don't eat it, freeze it. I thought I was really clever for thinking of that. I am so bad about food waste. I just buy things and then I come home and I'm like, ugh, do I really want this okra again? Instead of just letting it sit in your fridge, freeze it, because you then like basically double or triple or quadruple the shelf life depending on what it is. Especially when you buy them in season, it's really helpful because when you're craving that pineapple or watermelon, I've never frozen a watermelon, that's a bad example. But when you're craving certain fruits and vegetables and they're out of season, they tend to be more expensive. Number two, buy all of your dry goods and like grains and quinoa and rice. Buy them in bulk because they're gonna be cheaper per ounce ultimately. I know that when I go to Costco, I'm like, do I really want to pay $25 for a bag of rice? But this rice will literally last you a year, and you never have to go back and buy those things. All right, this one can be a little monotonous, especially for people like me who get bored very easily, but meal prepping, you guys. Meal prepping is a great way to save money. It is hard when you make 5 things of chicken and rice and you're like, I have to eat this every day for lunch. But there are ways with different spices and things that you can jazz them up. And I think a lot of people, when they think of meal prep, they're like, it's just chicken and rice. But there are so many creative things that people do now for meal prep where you can basically have something fun and exciting every day with the same ingredients. It's already ready, so you don't really have an excuse to get lunch or to run and buy something on the fly. Okay, the next one. Y'all, I don't want to sound like an idiot, but have you ever looked at price labels at your grocery store? It basically is this little label that under the price it says price per ounce, and it basically blew my mind because I thought I was buying things that were cheaper than others just based off of the price tag alone. But when you look at the price per ounce of certain brands, it's so different and you can save a ton of money just by looking at that. I do still save up those days for Halo Top or for Enlightened, which are like $5 a pint, and I eat the whole pint in a night, so that's just like a $5 dessert. All right, another thing is, yes, I get it. A lot of pre-made things are super easy, but you save so much money just by making it yourself. A prime example is you can get pre-made riced cauliflower, But if you get a cauliflower head and just chop it up yourself, you're already saving money. They really hike up the prices on basically just cutting your food for you. You can do it. Become that chef. You can be a master chef. The next thing is, look, I get that we love touting the brand. I get that we love Honey Bunches of Oats brand. I get that we like Lucky Charms. But you know, take those off brands. Get the off brand, store brand. A lot of the times, if you line up the two nutrition labels, they're basically the same nutrition. If you got a cottage cheese that was Kroger brand and a cottage cheese that is like Lucerne, I don't know, and you put them together, they're the same thing. Save your scraps. Save your scraps, people. Leave less of a carbon footprint. What you can do with scraps is just unbelievable, you know? You can make soup. You can replant your scraps for more scraps and for more vegetables, which is incredible. You can really just make more meals out of your food waste. The next thing is buy canned and frozen foods if you're really needing to cut down on your budget. Now, I know a lot of you are like, but Candace, canned food has so much sodium. You're right, it does, but there are a lot of low sodium options and no sodium options, and if you rinse things thoroughly, it's okay. Frozen foods is another great thing if you're really bad with food waste like me. My freezer is like oozing with frozen foods right now just because I'm so bad with food waste, and they're in there, and I know every night I can just defrost it really quick, put a little olive oil, and make a big veggie plate. So you always have something in your freezer to eat when you're like, oh, should I order out tonight? No. Your freezer's like, open me, take from me, and I will give. The next thing that I will definitely say is don't shop hungry. You know why? Because you're just gonna want everything. Every time I shop hungry, I'm like, I'm gonna make this for dinner. I'm gonna make that for dinner. And I end up getting like 4 meals for dinner, and I can't eat all that. And so definitely eat before you go shopping. It will stop impulse buying, and you'll feel a lot better and be able to think and get everything done, and you're not gonna be like, Candace needs some Oreos. The final thing is just be smart with your money by writing things down, and write out the essentials and budget and set money aside for the week and be like, okay, this week's groceries is gonna be $65. I might keep $10 of that for eating out. Whatever. I'm so bad about being scared to check my checking account. I'm like, do I want to do this? But if you're budgeting and you're writing out your grocery list and you have this set thing of items you need before going in, you should just be able to check those things off without having to think and impulse buy and buy all these random things that you really don't need. And thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that these points help you when you're trying to budget but also eat really well and be healthy, and keep doing good, guys. Keep doing well. I'm here. Just listen to me while you're tired and don't want to run anymore, and be like, it's Candace, you're doing so great. And if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe, and then click the little bell icon if you want to see more of me. I'm not that annoying, I promise. I guess I'll see you next time, and thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Alright, bye guys.